Happy Wednesday! Today is going to be not a special recipe, but it's going to be a charcuterie plate, mostly because I need to cut up a bunch of vegetables to take them with me someplace. And two birds, one stone, everything will be cut up nice and fancy, and I can take it with me when I leave. Now, I'm not telling you when I'm leaving or where I'm going, so what's up? But we are going to be making a charcuterie tray, but it's going to be vegan. I'm going to have little pan-fried vegan sausages, pan-fried little sandwich meats, not meats, but the deli slices, the tofurkey ones. We're going to have toasted bread that's going to have avocado, just butter toast. We're going to have one that's going to have some different kinds of dips and treats and things that we can make. We're going to be cutting up fruit. All kinds of things to dip into, like hummus. Now, there's not going to be a hummus recipe because I store-bought the hummus. I know, my bad. I needed something that was like individual servings, to put in an ice chest to travel with me. So I didn't make hummus, and I just bought the little individual packs. So we're going to have a little individual pack of hummus. But if you do want my hummus recipe, I can put it in the description box. I can put the link to my herbed hummus and salt and vinegar potato wedges. Those are very good, by the way. If you want the hummus recipe that I usually use, instead of just regular plain old hummus from a store. I'm going to have rice cakes, so we're going to be having some gluten-free options, as well as the bread that you can dip into all the sauces and slathers and things we're going to be having out for you today to see. Yeah. This is just an excuse for me to peel all my fruits and vegetables and put them in a to-go bag so I can leave. But honestly, it's going to look nice for parties and things. So you can do this if you're going to be going on a trip and need to cut up everything and you want to see what's in your ice box to take with you. Or if you just want, you're having a party and you're like, what do I make? Just cut up everything you have in your ice box and put it out. I don't care. As long as there's food, people really aren't that snobby usually. Free food is free food. But I'm going to be cutting up all of our vegetables. I'm having on a nice little pretty tray. And yeah, that's going to be our video. But yeah, we're going to be pan frying two different kinds of sausages. The vegan sausages, we're going to have a spicy and a sweet kind of sausage. We're going to have the deli slices. We're going to have breads, fruits, vegetables, all kinds of good things. So I'll see you in a few when I've got everything already laid out. I've already got my bread and my sausages and my cheese. I usually make my own cheese, but this week we're only going to be using sliced cheese by Chow. That's the field roast Chow creamy original slices, if you wanted to know. So we're going to get together and I'm going to start this video. Alright, now put my hair up because we're going to be doing lots of chopping today. I wanted to show you my my little plate, a little platter I have here. Now this is just a platter that came from like a sandwich tray or something. That's all we're going to be using to put in for our plate. Our little hummus is going to go in the middle. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chop all of our vegetables. Then we're going to make our dips and our spreads. Then we're going to pan fry our sausages and our meats, and then we're going to cut up our bread and toast our breads and stuff like that. Because we want the faux meats to stay hot and the vegetables to stay cool. So we're going to do the vegetables first, put them aside in the ice box, and then we're going to heat and toast and pan fry everything else. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up my tomato. Now I'm going to season my tomato with some garlic salt, some parsley, and some basil, and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to season my slices of tomato that I'm going to be putting on my plate. Now, if you do not want to have your tomato run all over the place, it's just putting a paper towel down and then putting your slices of tomato on top so it catches all the extra liquid so it doesn't run around your entire platter. So we're going to take it and we're just going to slice it in sandwich slices. You could do cubed and do kind of like a Mediterranean salad with it with some mint, and that would also be a very good idea. Mine, I'm just going to slice I'm gonna put some herbs and some seasoning on them. I can get my knife to cut, which I just sharpened. All right. And we got our tomato nearly cut up all the way. And I need to sharpen my knife again. Awesome. All right. I'm going to be putting mine on the outer edge. Flipping it to where the back of the tomato, the blunt side, is towards the pan, so you get all the pretty slices facing up. And I'm also gonna season my cucumber slices. So I'm gonna cut my cucumber up. Now, the way I cut a cucumber is I cut the blunt ends on each side, the round pieces, and I give those to my piggies, and I just slice those in like the sandwich slices. See, like little bitty discs. We're gonna do that as well, and we're gonna put those around the ring of the tray. Because you want the fresh vegetables towards the outside, so people are more likely to take them, rather than having to dig in the middle of the tray to get fresh vegetables. Because if the fresh vegetables are on the outside, people are more likely to take them from the outside. And since they're fresh, you want them to get eaten fast. So you want to put those on the outside of your tray. I've got a few of my cucumber cut. I'm just going to take that and put it right behind my tomato. Just slide them on top of each other, like one on the other, like dominoes. The way that dominoes fall, and they're just like on top of each other laying. That's how you're gonna put your slices of cucumber. And see, all around the ring of my lovely platter here. I'm going to cut a few more pieces, and then I'm going to save the rest to use a snack. Alright. Now we've got our tomato and our cucumber in. We're going to take our basil, put about a 1/4 teaspoon in our hand. Don't pull it out the jar because that's how you cross-contaminate. And you're just going to sprinkle it on top. Sprinkle it on top of your vegetables that you wish to season. And you can also put these in the oven and roast them, but they're going to be kind of soft afterwards. So I suggest maybe doing them soft to kind of cut up all of the toasted and cooked things we're going to have in our tray. So some fresh vegetables really do complement the meats and the cheeses that we're going to be putting. Now, if you didn't notice, I just put some parsley in, some basil, and now I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of oregano. Now, I like to season my food. I don't do like season all or like those mixes. I like to do individual flavors myself instead of just buying all these little boxed things. I'm also going to take some garlic salt once I can find it. We'll do the same, but here we're just going to sprinkle about 1/8 of a teaspoon or less, because that's salt. You gotta be careful with salt because you don't want to make it so salty they can't eat it, because you still want something fresh. You don't want something that's over seasoned and too salty. Alright, now I'm gonna cut up my carrots. Excuse me. I have to wash and cut up my carrots after I feed these extra pieces to my animals. So I'm going to see you in a second when those carrots are washed, and we're going to get ready to peel and julienne them. Alright, now I've got my carrots washed and my spare bits cast off to my animals. I have 3 medium-sized carrots that I'm going to take. I have washed already, and we're just going to take skins off the carrots. We're going to peel those very quickly. Like that. Now these we're going to want to keep whole in long strips so we can use them for dipping Whereas the normal kind of part I use is when I cut them into round discs so we can eat them with a spoon. You notice you can hear my cat in the background playing with a button. So I'm probably going to have to stop this in just a second and go take care of that. Nope, she stopped. She lost it. Okay, cool. Got our second carrot peeled, peeling our third. Oops. Now if you're getting organic carrots and you want to keep the peelings on them, do you? But I like to peel my carrots because I do not get organic carrots because they are expensive. We're going to take it, we're going to cut off the tops and the bottoms of our carrots. We're going to take them, we're going to cut them in half lengthways, that's long ways, and then we're going to cut them in half again. Then we're going to make little slices with them, where they're long enough to hold, they don't exactly bend, so you can use them to dip. We're going to put those right inside next to our cucumbers after we got them all cut up. I'm going to cut all these, get the button my cat's choking on, and we'll be right back. Alright, I've got my early vegetable section of my tray all done here. Actually took the rest of my cucumber and sliced it and put it along the other side. Take that, tuck those in here. Now I am going to be cutting up fruits and vegetables and putting them on the same tray, but I'm going to have a barrier that's going to keep everything from getting too mixed together. I'm going to be cutting up 2 small apples that I'm going to be cutting, and I'm going to coat these with lemon juice so they do not turn yellow and brown on our serving tray. Now, a good thing to use also is orange juice. Orange juice has the acidity in it, and it'll keep it from turning brown as well. But lemon juice is the best, and that's what we're going to be using. See, I've cored my apple. I take that, and I'm just going to slice it. Now, you can peel these. I'm not fond of peeling them right now. I've just got these in little bitty slices that I'm going to be putting on my tray. Now I'm going to have one slice that's going to go in my tray and one that I'm going to put off into a container to make a fruit salad. So we're going to take this, we're going to put it in our little nifty side jar here. After we've got this all cut, we're going to coat it in lemon juice. Sorry, I didn't think for a second. Oh, and the cat is fine. She's, I picked up the button and everything else she could choke on, so she's fine. Put that in our little jar here. Grab my lemon juice from the back of my icebox. Lovely. You didn't see what just happened? I just spilled the drink all over the inside of the icebox. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to pause the camera and clean up this mess. Now that I've got that all cleaned up, that just proves that pre-planning is key when you're making food. Get everything you need out while you're in the middle of making it. We're going to take about a teaspoon or less of our lemon juice, and we're going to coat our apple slices in it. Just need a quick drizzle of that, not too much, because we don't want our apples to come out too tart. And once I find a lid for that, I'm going to shake it, but for right now, they're good like that. Going to rinse off this, and we're going to get ready to start toasting bread and pan frying our sausages. Now, our sausages are the original Italian from Tofurkey and the field roast smoked apple sage. Now, if you know me, you know these are some of my favorites. These sausages right here, I love those. So they're all over the place. I eat them for breakfast. I eat them for lunch. I eat them when I'm bored. Those are the things that I eat. And we've also got our bread here. I've just got a regular store loaf. And I've got some rice cakes for the gluten intolerant people. And I've also got some Charcuterie slices. Now these I don't think have to be pan fried, so I might just roll those. So you can just pick them up and eat them, but I might pan fry them. I don't know yet. But I'm going to clean this up and get to toasting and pan frying things. Alright, we're going to cut up our sausages to pan fry them. Now we are going to put these into little fourth of an inch pieces, so we can cook them quickly. I'm only going to do two of these spicy ones. I'm going to cut these up. See, little bitty rounds like this. So if you're at like a cocktail party, you can just take a toothpick or something and pick them off the plate. They're already nice and sliced. Now if you want to get fancy and do that asymmetrical slice, I have no clue how to do that, but that would be cool. I'm just going to chop these up and get them ready for pan frying. Now I'm going to chop up all of my sausages before I start pan frying them, because I don't want the pan to get too hard or burn them or whatever. But we are just going to do these to where they're crispy and they're slightly caramelized. And that's what we're going to be cooking them to that kind of quality, whatever. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to put those in a bowl, and then we're going to cut up our apple sage sausage, and then I'm going to get my pan out so we can pan fry those. Alright, now that we've got our sausages all chopped up, we're going to take our pan, we're going to turn on our heat to about medium heat. We're going to spray it with our non-stick cooking spray. And I forgot I can't use that pan because it's not... Alright, different pan. Forgot. This one's not heat induction, that one is. The vendetta continues! See my heat pans. Now, if you haven't been to this channel before, you realize that that pan did not work on this hot plate because this is a heat induction cooktop, and only heat induction cookware fits on this and works on this. So that's why that pan didn't work. And every time it's hard to find a clean pan that works with heat induction so I can cook on this cooktop. Alright, got our pan, we've got it sprayed. We're going to do our apple sage sausage first. This is from Field Roast. We're going to fry those up in our pan. Now, we want these to get crispy, but not burnt. And that's a very small window of time. So you're going to pan fry these for about 2-3 minutes on each side on medium heat, just till they get crispy. Now I'm going to cook these, and I'm going to have them off to the side, and then I'm going to show you what I mean. Alright, our sausages are done. I'm going to bring them up so you can see what I'm talking about. See how these are a little bit crispy on the edges, but they aren't completely black? That's what you're looking for. So just some of the meat, not meat, but the sausage is still, these just want them crispy on the edges. Now I'm going to cook my other set of veggie sausages. Ugh. Sorry, I'm going to cook my other set of veggie sausages while these cool off slightly before I put them on this plastic table, this plastic thing here, so they don't melt it. And yeah, I'm also going to put my apple slices in around where my apple sage sausages are going to go. So I'm going to have apple sage sausages here with a round of apples around them to complement the sausages. And then we're going to have our spicier sausages on the opposite side of our hummus that's in the middle, that we're going to have pan fried off to the side. And then this entire other side of this pan, this plate, is going to be our toasted bread with avocado and butter and garlic toast that we're going to have on this side. So we're going to let these cool, we're going to cook these, and we're going to assemble our plate. Alright, now that we've got our second batch of sausages frying up in our pan, I'm going to show you how we're going to cut up our bread and assemble the bread and cracker and rice cake set of our plate. Now that half of our platter is done, we're going to take our French bread. You need to use a serrated knife because that's going to be the easiest thing to use. You even use a plastic one like I'm using here. Use it. It's going to be the one that cuts through the best. I like these pieces, so I'm going to eat that later. You're going to cut this with a serrated knife. So you have about 10-12 pieces, depending on how many people you have coming over for your party. And you're going to line those up after you have them toasted to where they're golden brown. And then we're going to do the cheese. Now the cheese, you're going to need the regular kind of non-serrated knife. And I'm going to show you how to cut that in just a second. I'm going to check on my sausages. Alright, I've decided to keep some of my bread untoasted in case people want to make like soft sandwiches and stuff like that. So I've only toasted about 2 pieces of my bread. And I'm going to put it right here. Trying to complete my little thing there. I'm going to toast one more. Alright, now we've got our avocado here. I'll get a quick taste test to make sure it's still right. It's still good. Alright. Yeah. We'll take that. Take the back of our spoon. Just butter that on there. Like that. And this one, I've got some butter. Vegan butter. Put that on there. Now, I prefer spoons as to butter knives. I find they do a better job. Got our untoasted pieces. We got our avocado. We got our apples. Let's go for our cheese. Now, one we're gonna have is gonna have, oh, no, that's just gonna be a plain toasted one, I guess. We're gonna have our cheese. That's gonna go okay, and we're gonna open up our cheese here. You have to hit that air pocket first. And grab a scissors. Cut it off. Like so. And then I cut down the back. Because these are really hard to peel away from each other. Like that. I'm going to take 4 pieces. These are quite expensive, so I don't want to cut all of them at the same time. We'll cut those in half. Flip them over. Cut them in half again. And you're going to take it. And you're going to just line those up domino style like you did the other ones. So they can take 1 piece of cheese at a time. I'm going to be doing 2 layers of this cheese. One on this side, one on the other side. Like that. You've got your cheese, you got your apples, you got your nice French bread. It's all soft and cut. Like that. Kind of makes a design around our hummus. So it makes it nice and pretty. First rule of food is that it has to taste good. Second rule is that it has to look good. So, take this. I'm going to put this up in plastic. We're going to roll up our sandwich slices. We're going to put in our sausages. Sorry, I had to think for a second. And then our plate will be done, except for a few bits of fruit I might be putting in it. So, we're going to finish this up, and then I'm going to show it to you. Alright, our charcuterie platter is done. Look at all this lovely things on it. We've got our toasted avocado toast. We've got regular vegan toast. We've got garlic bread toast. We've got two pieces of just untoasted French bread. We've got some rice cakes here for the gluten-free crowd. We've got two different kinds of veggie sausages. We've got hummus. We've got cheese. We've got carrots here. We've got all of our cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, apples, and I put two mandarin oranges, or two tiny oranges on each side, just to keep it balanced, to have a little bit more fruit in there besides just the apples. Now, that's our recipe. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I decided that the food I was making was pretentious enough, so I decided to wear chill clothes today. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I post. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Mondays are breakfast, Wednesdays are lunch, dinners, Fridays are dessert. Friday for this week is going to be vegan cinnamon rolls. Yeah, and don't forget, all my social media is Sweet G Amber if you want to see pictures of my recipes and my daily life and my cat. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.